we have people sign up to our programs every now and again, right? Because we don't push them that much, but I always basically, like, I always tell people, like, this, the success of this will come down to whether you put in the work or not. Like, we can give you all the support, all the mentorship, everything you need, but if you don't take that and apply it in the right way and mind your mindset, you won't succeed, right? I'm just being completely upfront and honest with people, right? But I want to put together a list of why I feel people don't succeed in the online game, in online businesses, right? Maybe you can apply them to other businesses too, but I'm just going to talk about online businesses. So the first thing is, people expect quick results, right? So in unrealistic timeframes. So I've seen people, they nearly think within 2 months they should be generating thousands of pounds per month, or euros or dollars, whatever. That's very unlikely to happen, to be completely fair. It's just probably not. It's definitely not. It's just not going to happen, right? I'm telling you now, it's not going to happen. It's going to take time. Minimum 3 to 4 months, more than likely probably 6 to 8 months, right? Just being completely honest. Yes, you can probably do it a little bit shorter, but if you're doing private label, you're designing your own product and you're doing it right, it's going to take you a lot longer than that, right? So first of all, unrealistic time expectations. It's going to take time, right? People shift the responsibility of their success onto other people's shoulders, right? I've seen people shift it onto our shoulders. Like, folks, no one is going to care about your business as much as you do. You need to know your business inside out. Yes, mentors are there. People like me, people like Fayed, who works with me here, other people, they're there to support you. They're there to guide you from, like, our experience, like where we've seen things go wrong. But ultimately, you need to be up at night thinking, what about this and what about that and what about this? Or they said that, I should check that out. Or maybe I should ask them about this. You need to be doing that, because we can't do that for you. So you need to not shift the responsibility for your success onto someone else's shoulders, and you should take responsibility for yourself. That is kind of why I'm making these videos. I'm not good at making videos, but I know if I keep doing it day in, day out, continually, I will get good. So that's why I'm doing it, right? Not shifting the responsibility for my success onto someone else. This is an important part of my success, so I have to do it. Don't understand tech. That's another really big one, right? I've had students in the past. Most of them are tech savvy, or at least mediocre, that they can manage, right? But I've had a few that I now know that, like, it's important to me that I just say, look, you have to understand tech. You have to be able to log into a portal and link this thing with this thing. You have to be able to send this email, attach this file, edit that PDF, email that supplier, link that thing in your Amazon account. We can tell you, but you need to be able to, look at the error that's on the screen and actually tell us, oh, this is what's wrong. You need to be able to do all this stuff and solve these problems, because, again, an online business, like, there's problems after problems after problems, and you just need to be able to decipher what the problem is and take the best course of action, right? If you're no good with tech, right, if you can't even get onto a Zoom call, you're going to struggle with an online business, right? Now, I've had people to come in that didn't initially know how to do it and they figured it out. But if you can't figure it out, I can't help you. I really can't help you with that. So you need to be good with tech. Your budget. If you have 2,000-3,000, it's very difficult to start a physical product business. Not impossible. We've done it with Grizzly Gear. We've launched it for less than that. But by and large, if you're bringing stuff in from China, it's just not enough to have any sort of quality premium product. Like, really, you're talking 7,000 to 8,000, but realistically, more better. Like, if you had 15, you'd be in a good place. So don't come in with nothing, because I'll tell you why. You'll potentially go source and launch a product, and then you'll not have enough money to do the reorder, or you'll be nervous because you're making a slight loss or a little profit and you're expecting more, and you just, life comes in the way, and then bang, you just don't have enough, and cash flow just kills your business. Not because the product didn't work, not because it wasn't going to work, just because you didn't have enough money to keep it going. So, or maybe enough money to pay someone to do the creative, or enough money to trademark the terms you need to trademark, or enough money to maybe get it in via air before the summer season, or just develop a nice Shopify store or Amazon store or whatever. So, don't be tight on money. If you're tight on money, you'll end up, you'll be nervous too, and you'll make the wrong decisions, because you'll be making decisions based on scarcity and not, surplus, right? Again, the final one here is, there will be setbacks. always is setbacks. There just is. It's just the nature of the game, right? I cannot. If I could count on my hand the amount of setbacks I've had, I'd be a rich, very rich man, right? The online business is always setbacks, and maybe you need to be mentally prepared for those setbacks, and that when they happen, you're able to push past them, right? And keep going and rebuild the well. And I'll be honest, sometimes I find it hard when there's setbacks and things happen that you're not expecting, but you need to be able to push past that in order to succeed. So there will be setbacks. I'm just telling you now, things will not be rosy. You're in the land of, you've gone from this, it was possible, to now like, okay, now I need to learn the realities of this, and building these online businesses, dealing with these problems, dealing with, your account's been suspended, or this has been shut down, or the ad didn't work, or there's a problem with the product. Like I remember even with Apex here, right? I remember we were selling in the US and the UK when we initially launched the first version V1, and it turns out there was a problem with the clip. We had to repackage every single one of them, right? Including in the US. So they all went into Amazon. They all had to come out of Amazon. They all had to be fixed. They all had to sent back into Amazon. We had to send our customers like replacement clips. There was so much things we needed to do, right? We need to get them from China, get barcodes on them, and figure out how to fix all this, right? That's a setback. But we had to deal with it and figure it out. It'll be the same for you. I guarantee you might have that setback, but you'll have another setback. Or the government will email you and say, you need this verified, or Amazon will look for that, or Shopify will, or like, you won't have the price right and things will sell, or the image will have your listing shut down, or someone will say, you infringed on my trademark patent. This is just life. It's just business. This is the way it is. But it is what it is. And anyone that tells you it's easy, what are they doing? I don't know. I'd love to know. I would love to know. If you find someone that says it's easy, you tell me, because I want to see it, because that would be amazing. So yeah. But still do it anyway. It's worth it. If you have the right mindset, it's worth it.